What's up, Raider Nation? Sesh Media Productions once again. I'll be frank. First preseason game is in the books, so let's talk about it. You feel me? Feel me? Shit, rolling up for the nation. Got my new uh cap here, the red one, the dead one. Shit, cause I'm a dead ass Raiders fan. Shout out to my mom for getting me this. That's what I'm talking about. You know, she's my favorite Raider fan, coolest Raider fan I know. But yeah, man, I hope you were enjoying it as much as I was. Seeing them cats out there balling, scrapping, playing hard, man. So we're gonna do some observations. What I saw, it's not a big deal. We all gotta know it's just preseason, right? So we're not gonna worry too much about how good somebody was compared to somebody else who might not be that good either, though. But we have to see what we got, who we got, and the combination of players that we put out there. So, quick observations. Obviously, Regis. Woo-wee. Can you imagine that boy behind the starting lineup? Behind the starting O line? Man, dude's got vision. Dude's got vision. And for a stocky back, he kind of reminds you of already of Josh Jacobs, because he's a big body for a little dude. You know what I mean? Man, that dude, he's got some good vision. He's got some good speed. I suspect that he's going to have a spot on the team. I don't know how anybody else feels about that, but I mean, everywhere I've looked since he's been in it and practicing and all that stuff is going on. I've been seeing people in Twitter and all that other stuff say that he's probably one of those dudes. You know what I mean? So I think first game impressions, he could be one of those dudes. We need that. We need that, dude. Just imagine we could spell Jacobs with Regis, and we could still have Kenyon Drake on the field, and then just the combinations of players that we could have on the field at once. If you don't like that, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what do you mean? Where are we at in the world? Where are you? Where's your mind? Depth is very, very important. Like, bruh. And I think we got it. I think we got the running back room. I'm very excited to see how much better he could be in the next coming week, because you got to play him again. You got to play him one more time. I know he did well this game, but let's see with one or two more starters in the lineup how that looks. You know what I mean? I think that'd be special. And then we go over to here, Nathan Peterman. I don't know about you guys, but Nathan Peterman, man, he was looking kind of all right. You know what I mean? He was looking kind of all right. Again, we know it's just preseason. Who is he going up against? Are they all garbage over there? There's a good chance that they are. You know what I'm saying? But it could be garbage on garbage. Never know. No one thinks Nathan Peterman is really a good football player, yada, yada, yada. But, we might be wrong. We might be wrong. I thought he was doing really good in his first drive. He took us down. And then he did that funny business at the goal line. Trying to jump, stutter, jump, stick the ball out, not really knowing what the hell he was trying to do. He was just football? Like, nah, man. You got to be decisive. Get in, get in, get in. That's it. That's all you should be thinking. That's it. Other than that, though, man, I really think that he could for a game. If for sure at half, he can control it, just in case Carr had to come out, just in case he had a Lamar Jackson type situation where he has to go drop a deuce and then come back. I think that's something that can be done. Peterman, I think he can pull it off. Him being in the system that he's been in under John Gruden ever since he got here, ever since John Gruden's got here, he's been in that system. He's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? He can be. He can be. I know everybody's last impression of him is just throwing a bunch of interceptions and whatnot, but he might be all right. I liked what I saw. He might be all right. I just love football. I just love Raiders football, and that right there, what we were seeing through Peterman, I think it was fantastic. I think the fact that we have him in the back is gonna be cool, man. Sorry, sometimes when I get on the Udi, I just la di da, but and start thinking about other shit. But let's carry on, man, because Aitman's trash to me. Marcel Aitman, 88, you're trash to me. Now, you're better than me in football, I'll give you that. But, dude, it just doesn't seem like this guy can get it. He might need to go to a different team. I think we should cut this. I think we should cut you. If you're out there listening, whenever comes around, someone says it, yeah, fat nigga. I just don't think he's got it, man. I apologize. I ain't trying to come off rude or nothing like that. Be completely honest. But it's been some years now, and it doesn't seem like you're really getting it, or he's really coming together on it, I just don't see it. He's not really fast. His hands aren't that great. I think it's his time to be up. His time is up. I think we got, Dawson needs to show some more too. Since we're talking about cats that's been, and I want him to. I think he's shown that he's better than Aitman, in my opinion, over these last couple of years. He's just shown that he's got better hands. He's a better route runner. He's got more speed. He obviously doesn't have the height, but so what? If you can run routes and you got speed, you got a chance. And you got to be able to catch. He catches. Aitman, he stumbles on the catches. It doesn't even seem right, man. It seems like he's not really engaged all the time. Maybe he's one of those people that's always in his head. You know what I mean? He's always thinking negatively about himself, or negative about the situation, or thinking, whatever. It just seems like that. And I think it's time. I think it's time for him to move on. I could be wrong, but he's just one of those guys that I circled as not getting it. You know what I mean? Doesn't seem like he's getting it. I circled a couple people that I thought would be pretty interesting to bring up. And on the defensive side, I'll go over to Tanner Muse. Now, I don't know about anybody else who was sitting and watching the game, but when I was watching the game, it was, actually, I'll tell you the truth, it was just a couple of the kickoff returns, and maybe one was a punt return too. But man, it doesn't seem like this dude. I mean, he's got speed, but he was right there on one of those. He was right there to make the tackle. I forgot if it was a kickoff or it was a punt return, but I know he was right there. He was like one of the first people down there. Just nope. I wasn't seeing it. Matter of fact, I think he wasn't even the starter on this, like they had on the paper. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but it might have still been Kwiatkowski, and I think Javen White was out there in place of Nicholas Morrow, I do believe. I think Muse is going to have to try to make special teams, because honestly, Javen White was playing fantastic as far as I could tell. He was showing speed. He was showing that he could tackle. He was showing that he could be in the right place at the right time and do what was needed. And it's going to be difficult, in my opinion. So dude's got to show and prove coming up here if he could be one of those dudes. Can he? We're about to find out. Um, Another person that stand out in for bad for me. Like, you get in there, get in the comments, like and subscribe while you're down there. But and tell me if I'm wrong. But the offensive lineman Jones Smith, was that dude getting burnt? Was he just getting worked by everybody that was coming around? Like everybody? Like, dog, you can't stop nobody. You can't keep nobody out the pocket. Like, golly, man, he was getting beat up left and right to me. I think every sack was because of him. I'm pretty sure. Someone go back and check the tape, man. 72 was getting knocked around and clowned, man. Like, it was bad. Like, what are you doing? There's no way. And I saw that stuff. I was like, damn, I can't wait to make a video and talk about this cat. Like, am I wrong? Was I seeing that wrong? I don't feel like I was seeing that wrong. I feel like dude was getting his ass whooped up and down the field. And despite that, Regis was still doing great going back to that dude, because that dude has some vision. He's like, this dude can't block. Let me go the other way. Crazy, man. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but other than that, I think the offensive line, outside of that dude, I think they got good depth. I think they got, they're gonna have good rotation if need be. James showed that he's solid as far as I could tell. Leatherwood, I think he got beat like once. It looks like we're gonna be faster, we're younger, gonna be stronger outside of Richie Incognito, age wise, and speed wise. But man, we're gonna be young and we're gonna be ready. I think. I know. Again, preseason, so we're gotta temper our expectations, and mine are tempered down. Trust me, because I really want to just wild out right now and be like, we the hardest, with the heart. But I'm gonna keep calm. You know what I mean? Just point out what I saw. But Jones Smith, you got to get it together, buddy. You're too big. That dude was all over the place. He looked like he was on roller skates on every damn play, man. Could be wrong, but you tell me. You tell me if I am. I don't know. But another one on the defensive side. Let me just stay on it real quick, because I circled these cats and I was just like, what is up? I didn't even get his name. I didn't even give his name. Number 26. Somebody tell me, who was number 26? What the fuck? That guy. Am I seeing it wrong? You tell me. But I don't think so. That dude don't look like he know how to play football, bro. And people that like miss tackles and him and Han, every fucking thing, that means you're not into it. To me, you're not into it. You're already ready to blame somebody else. You need to start pounding your own chest, because I saw that dude miss like way too much. Dudes letting people get behind him. You're in zone, okay, but Jesus Christ, move your feet a little bit, make it a little hard. Protect the zone that you're in. Like, dudes just like getting passes thrown on him like nothing and missing tackles, and then he's hemming and hawing and stuff. 26, who's 26? 26, you're out. I think it was like after his second missed tackle, they pulled him out anyway, but still, man, who is this cat? You gotta go, man. You gotta let somebody else have a chance. You let somebody else get in here. Hopefully, who's the other guy? Is it Gillespie? I think it's Gillespie, maybe. But I don't know if 26 was playing a safety position. But that dude was bad. I thought Keyshawn Nixon was bad. Keyshawn Nixon even showed up a little bit, a couple of times. Some nice tackles, some nice play breakups. Man, I was feeling pretty good. I was feeling pretty good when I saw that. I was like, this dude needs to really improve. Absolutely no doubt. Meek Robertson, another cat that needed to improve, and he did show up a little bit, and then he had a penalty. So it's that old saying, like, you get one attaboy, right? But as soon as you fuck up, you need 10 more attaboys to clear that out. So he's on like maybe 2 attaboys, right? I mean, clearing it up. He needs to get back up to his spot, man. Especially when we draft him. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anybody thinks. I know Gruden doesn't really give a fuck about where we draft somebody. Whoever's good is gonna play. We got that. I get that. But you gotta have some type of pride in where you've been drafted. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere, even if you went undrafted, you gotta have that chip on your shoulder, man. Like, let's go out there and fuck some fools up and make some good plays. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do, in my opinion, if you're going to be one of those guys. And circling around to one of those guys, Damian Arnett. You can't be missing tackles, bruh. You can't be like just you can't be there. He was on the play. Like, he tried to do the pass breakup, didn't work. All right, well, that's when you wrap up. That's when you wrap up. Next guy behind you can try to get the strip as he's going down. You get the wrap up. I don't know, man. I don't know if Arnett's gonna be that guy, man. At least not next year. At this year, I should say. Maybe next year he will. I think this year is gonna be another learning year. Maybe he's just one of those slow learners. Obviously, he's athletic enough. He has the capabilities, but maybe he's just one of those guys. You know what I mean? Maybe he's just one of those guys. It's gonna take him a little bit. He didn't have no off season last year, no camp or whatever, and no preseason. So maybe as the season progresses, all that'll change, and it'll change my mind. But tonight, when I was watching it, I just really wasn't digging it, man. To me, it seems like he shouldn't have been a first round pick. I'm sorry. I'm talking bad, but that's just the way he was playing. It's just that small glimpse. We only got a small glimpse, so it's tough to really judge. But even that little bit was like, man, get him to the ground, man. Sorry about my words, man. I'm sorry, but I mean, I probably should edit the video, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep myself right, but I'll do better. Yeah, so all that was good, man. I thought what was really good was Turner, number 19. That dude is gonna replace Marcel Aitman in some way, and maybe one of these other dudes. I don't know, cause you see John Smoke. You see John Brown drop a ball. Come on, man. Don't Aguilar us now. You're supposed to be the better version. Catch everything. Be a bear trap. Get it all. Get everything. Chomp chomp. But yeah, man. Turner. Good hands. He's a little guy, but it looks like he's got good speed. He's bulky, so it doesn't look like he's going to get, doesn't look like he can't take a hit. It looks like he can take a hit. Like I said, good hands, good speed. I think that's going to be good for running routes. A couple of those flies. If Buddy Boy number 84 knew how to block. Sorry, I don't remember his name. Is that Nick Bowers? Dude was getting roughed, but hey, yeah, that is what it is. Not everybody is good at that. That's what separates the good from the best. You know what I mean? The good guys know how to do one thing. The best guys know how to do all those things. They could block, and they could go out and catch. They can run routes. That's why we got Darren Waller, and I think Foster Moreau is another guy that can do it, no doubt. And those plays with those guys in are going to be better gains. You'll be like, okay, but they're going against other guys that are going to be ones too. Still going to be better gains. Don't matter. He got like 1 or 2 yards he's played. Well, he's going to get 5 or 6 on the next. And those are great. That's a good amount of yardage on a run play. 5, 6 yards a clip. Take that every time, man. Get 2 of those, you get a fucking first down. That's the whole fucking point. So, yeah, he was beautiful. Watching him was beautiful. Clee looked really good out there. I don't know if anybody else agrees on that, but to me, I know, again, he's going up against the 2s. But if they're trying to put Clee in as a 2, he was looking pretty good to me. And the other thing I think was pretty interesting, if you want to think about it in this way, are the Raiders putting him out there immediately to see what, to just like, get a better look at him? I mean, they've already had him for 2 seasons. How much of a look you trying to get? Are they putting him out there to maybe shop him to other teams? Trading piece. Think about it. You know what I mean? Think about it. Is that something that they're trying to do? Because I don't really feel in my heart, if you're not going to have Crosby dress out and you're not going to have Yannick dress out, why the fuck you got Clee dressing out? You got plenty of these other guys that you already brought in that you should be testing them out. You know what I mean? So having him out there was a real interesting look. And I thought he looked pretty good. Like we always, not always, not everybody, I should say, but I know for me, I think he looked pretty good, and each season. Too bad he got sick, and dealing with little injuries here and there both seasons. But if this dude can stay healthy, he's a problem. He's a problem, especially on the inside, and he's got a motor. So if you put him on the outside, he's eventually going to get at your man. You know what I mean? He's eventually going to get what he wants to get. And especially if he plays like a dude that I thought showed up tonight too and showed real good promise, Phylon. Who the fuck is Phylon? Where has he been? Like, son of a bitch. Like, that dude looked like a monster on the inside. He was pushing the pocket. That's what you need. That's what you need. You need someone that push the pocket, get up in the middle, man. Get up on the outside. Those three techniques. One technique, dude, he was in it. You gotta love that, man. Can you imagine the push that we're gonna get when you finally do get Crosby and Yannick out there, and Quentin Jefferson was in there too. I really liked how we looked in our first series, man. That defense looked pretty nasty, looked pretty mean. It was a Hobbs that got a sack. I'm loving that. I taste that. That's good shit, dude. That's that bomb. That's that. What I'm about to light up right now. It's that shit. Make you squint like, damn. I dig it. Kuntz, though. Puff on this. What'd you feel about Kuntz? Because honestly, I'm looking at him out there and I'm thinking this dude is tiny, bro. He looks light in the pockets. Feel me? Like, this dude needs to roll out there with a couple of stones, bro. He's definitely athletic than he has been. But he gets somebody that's a mauler and they get his hands on him, he's going to get engulfed, bro. Reminds me a lot of Arden Key in that way. Arden Key was long, lanky. He is small, bro. Once he got locked up, someone put the lock on him. Useless. Hope that's not the case with this dude, because it looked like he could be moved back into a traditional linebacker position and a stack position, but I'm not sure if he's the edge guy yet. You know what I mean? Like, he's got the potential, obviously, but man, he was getting beat up out there a little bit. He was getting in a little bit too, so it's like, it makes you think, like, what else does he need? And in my opinion, he just needs a couple of sandwiches to figure that out. Get a little weight on him, and we could have a pretty decent defense, if you ask me, man. Like, we got players on the line. Even Nassib was looking like he was doing a little better. That little penalty that they called on him, no, he shouldn't have touched him. But really, are we that soft in the NFL now? Are we that soft? Dude, push them. Not, violent push and get this motherfucker off me. Just, shit, I need to come down. Let me watch my ankles. Move out the way. Type of shit. Penalty. That ain't gonna work. So we got to be careful of that going into the season. Make sure that we know our guys know that, and make sure that we know the referees are trying to call shit like that. And we should be good, man. We should be good. I like the way our DBs were moving around. Shit. I think I saw in one play that Abrams dropped all the way back, and Merrick was playing in the box, which is kind of cool. Not to say that never happens, but usually it's gonna be Abram. I just thought that was cool, man. I just, if you're watching this and you're watching it and you didn't feel some type of, like, it looked different, man. It looked different. It looked like they were playing at a different speed than they did last year. I guess that comes down to them just being comfortable and in this Gus Bradley system that seems to be more fluid and easier for younger cats to catch on to. That's a beautiful thing, man. I think it's great. That little interview they had with Yannick, man, it just makes you feel, because that dude, when he was talking about how he wanted to be a Raider, felt like he was already a Raider, just had to wait for it to happen. And I know he said that in other interviews, but hearing it again, and just the conviction in his voice, it was great, man. He's just one of those players you could just tell. You could just tell They have that aura about them. They want to exude greatness. They want to be great, so they're gonna do great. You know what I mean? And they do great on a normal basis, not like whenever they feel like they want to show up. You know what I mean? It's an always thing. You know, they don't wait to act like they could just flip a switch. The switch is always on. I love that shit, man. I hope you guys love it as much as I love it. The live band sounds sick. Like, we have a fucking live band. Does anybody else have a live band playing? In those times where nothing's going on, commercial breaks and all that shit. Do they? I don't know. But even if they do, our shit is banging. That shit was sick. Like, we got so many nice features in that stadium. I can't wait to go. For everybody that's been or is gonna go, man, that's Mecca. I know Oakland is really Mecca, but you get what I'm saying, man. I can't wait. It's just a fantastic thing, man. I'm glad you were able to tune in and check this out. If you did, please like and subscribe. If that's your vibe. Some cool little mellow music came on, so beat it like a cop. Is that Little Wayne? See, it's time for me to go. When I hear some shit like this, go. Okay. Raiders out.